Good morning. It is September 20th. This is Merritt Black with Apteros Trading. We are looking at the S&P futures, and let's start by looking at the last DMI that I did, which was on the 16th, Thursday. Wasn't able to do one Friday. So Thursday we had bearish and bullish zones. As you can see, we were initially bullish. Bears won the fight though. We came up here, wicked right into the open, little test and go, got below the bull zone, got into this neutral reference, tried to hold below the neutral reference, couldn't, back to the what was a bull zone, which would have been bearish, tried to get some sellers from there, and then this is a contextual shift here again, similar to what we've seen here, which led to a little scalp opportunity, kind of, before the close, back up into this very important bear zone, which the bears held again. So it was a very interesting day. Could have had a couple stop outs in there, but a couple winners in there. And if your risk reward is skewed, if you're making more on those winners, you come out ahead. So Friday, just to kind of keep going here, that bear zone continues to hold. Little test into the these levels wouldn't have applied. This definitely would have been still the bear zone that we rejected from. We see a bit of a sell-off there on Friday. We talked about a new structural level we would have been using on Friday, which we're going to continue to have into today, even though who knows if we touch it. But that was right here. So getting below 35, 36 area was critical there. We were talking about that on Futures Friday, which brought us down into this neutral level, and that's all we did. Now coming into the open today, wow, sell off. Guess what? Into this big guy here. So let me adjust these levels and whatnot for today, and then we'll keep talking. All right, here we are, and let's just point out that, think about it, like this market during this sell-off overnight. I'm just going to scrunch this up a bit. It has gone through gone to an important level, which I think has been shown in a DMI. It's so far away. As you saw when I scrolled the chart down there, it's just there, as were all these neutral levels and different things like that. They're just there from a long time ago when we created them. Typically, we're only dealing with levels more near recent levels, right? And sometimes when we sell off, we deal with older stuff, and that's exactly what we're going to be dealing with today. But I just wanted to quickly marvel, kind of just focus on the blue levels during this sell-off, right? This is stuff where we get under. This is all stuff that was there. This is not anything that I came in here and said, okay, now here's the levels. No, this was stuff that I created, let me tell you, roughly, ballpark. One of them was probably made on, somewhere around August 4th or something. One of them was probably made around July 14th. So get underneath this neutral level, kind of retesting little nice little pattern right there. Go to the next one, compressing into it, break, micro retest, go to the next one, pull back to this one, come back, a little bit of support, but this thing still got steam. Micro retest, essentially got to the other end, comes back for the real retest, now really get to the other end, break, micro retest, and now we're into this big boy level here. Unbelievable, I say unbelievable because I'm such a fan of markets. I'm always impressed with this stuff, but quite frankly, this is par for the course here. Anyways, what do we think about today? What's going on? What's the plan? Believe it or not, I am bullish from here. This is a very important bull zone. Now, I am going to need to see something to get long here. I'm not long yet. I'm not stalking long right now, but if buyers can show me something on the tape, maybe into the open, sellers come in and really capitulate into here, and I'm really looking at these are higher time frame levels here. So this really is a zone from 26 to 43. I mean, and especially 32 to 43, right? So even that's 11 points. So we don't have the precision here today, but we do have a good level. So again, maybe into the open, we really kind of capitulate and wick, and then I see those buyers, but I'm going to need to see those buyers. And from there, I'm going to want to work long. I think that we are extended in a move here. And while I'm big picture bearish, kind of, this is what's happened here is that this has been the completion of a move that we've been kind of not calling for the perfection. In fact, maybe one of you tell me, when a few DMIs ago, I talked about, was it 100 points of downside? Something like that? Was this the level I called for? I can't remember. It probably would have been. I probably would have been calling for 43.40. In fact, now that I say 43.40, I'm positive that that was exactly what I was talking about. So, I'm not trying to say I'm clairvoyant. Look at what I've done here. I am trying to say this is the potential completion of a move. The idea that we began, a week ago talking about is done into 43.40. That's why I'm more bullish here, but careful to see short-term conditions start to change, buyers start to really control the tape, things like that. So, main scenario for today is buyers start to come in from here, whether it's off this low right here or whether we wick it or whatever, but buyers start to come in from the bull zone, and we work our way up to two important inflections. One of two important inflections, maybe both, right? One is the critical retest of 43.92. Second is the super critical retest of 44.37. Okay, so that's the main idea. Well, Merritt, what if we just break through here and start to trade below here? Well, then, my goodness, I don't know what to tell you. But that would be impressive, and we could really see a market start to fly around and some panic start to hit if we're below here. This is the last bastion right here. If that breaks, and you might want to disregard these, I do not pay attention to those. They could be wrong. We're getting into such old stuff here that there's bound to be mistakes in these levels. This is not stuff I've prepped, as I mentioned. This is old stuff, and it's getting so old that I'm not even, what is that? That's not a bull zone. I don't know why that's there. It's just old. I can't even find a place to delete it. I don't even know what chart that comes from. So, anyways, what I wanted to say is that, let me just tell you the number. Yearly VWAP is at, 40.96. Okay, so that's quite a ways away. And that would be one of the next references we run into, other than some of this more structural type stuff. Let me pause the video real quick and double check some of this structural stuff and make sure it's good. Yeah, so this I can vouch for. So this is the first cluster of areas here. Again, it's a wide area, but if you're trading and you start to zoom in, there's space in between to trade. So these are all accurate, and these are accurate. All right, let's go have some fun. Manage risk first and foremost. Wait on your opportunities. Good luck.